Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLA video. All right, guys, we got ourselves a big one. So, as many of you know, we have brand new QTE runes, and they are absolutely badass. So I want to go through the ones I have and show you guys a little bit of a showcase on how they work and why they're incredible. And I mean absolutely incredible. And everyone should be aiming for these if you possibly can. Now, if you look at the QTEs, I've got all the legendary ones here. That's right, they're all already in place. And I've got almost all of them except for one here, which I'm missing, which is Squall, which actually is probably one of the best ones, to be honest with you. And it's a shame that I don't have it yet, but we'll get it soon enough. So what I want to do is go through each one of these and give you guys a breakdown of which ones I enjoy and what they do. And we're going to go ahead and put them in action and see what they all do. All right, so first one. Let's start off with Collapse, and this one is actually called Surprise Attack. Now, Surprise Attack does quite a bit of damage on the legendary front, deals weak break, also does, right over here, you guys can see when the target is in break state, Jinwoo's damage dealt increased by 20% for 20 seconds. This is broken AF. This is Pulverize with 20 seconds of increased damage. Stupid broken. Like, it's crazy. The break state removes this effect, so you guys can see that. So that's the main thing. When the break state, so whenever the target is in the break state, you'll get that damage increase. Whenever the target gets out of the break state, you'll lose it. Okay, pretty straightforward there. Now the fire one here is actually pretty crazy too. This one does 2,412. This one does 3,000. So a little bit more on the other one. But this one's called Surge, and the way Surge works, it does fire elemental damage, does knockdown as well. When the final land hits, it inflicts airborne. So you guys can do the other skill afterwards, Death. When the user uses the skill, it activates the Surge effect, and it also increases the damage of Surge by 15%. So this is Surge, obviously, increases the damage by 15%. This stacks up to 20 times. When this skill hits a critical hit, it also increases one instance of Surge by 15% as well, too. So this is going to do multiple hits. You hope all of them will crit, so this will increase it much faster, and you guys can do a ton of damage with this. It's a lot, guys. 20 stacks, if you crit enough times, this will, in a long fight, this will be insane no damage. So don't be fooled by this percentage. That increase in damage is pretty wild. We have ourselves Thunderstorm, which is actually pretty cool too. 3,768%. This one actually does a ton of damage on anyone without a break state. Does 120% more damage if they don't have a break gauge. When the user hits an enemy that is in break state, though, it increases the damage of Thunderstorm by 160%. So you guys can see here, when the user's attack hits an enemy that doesn't have a break gauge, does a ton. When the enemy is in a break state, will do insane amount of damage. So this is going to be one of the more popular ones for sure. It has wind element. And then of course the last one here is actually called Compress. So this one here, when the final hit lands, the enemy's break gauge instantly gets removed by 5%. That's right, an instant 5% removal on a break gauge. So pretty insane. All of these are wild. And let's go over here to this one. So now this is Death. So Overshadow, when the user uses Overshadow, it consumes equal HP of 15%. And then the current HP increases their skill damage by 200%. That's right, not all your skill damage. It's just, I believe, this skill. Okay, so Overshadow. We're going to try to test that one out, of course, and see if that works. Extinction here does also a very similar thing, except what it does in terms of its damage, I should say. Sorry, you can see 2,300, 2,500, so a little bit more. But what this does is actually when the skill hits, it actually decreases the enemy's attack. So it decreases target attack by 40%, which is actually a lot. So if you're in an oh shit situation and fighting a pretty hard-hitting mob, right now I can't think of anything in this account, but if you are as a free-to-play player and you get this might do quite a bit for you. This is the one I'm missing, which I wish I had. Squall does low damage. A legendary, it'll do a lot more, obviously. It does medium break, and the cool thing about this one is it increases break effectiveness by 5%. So I think this is actually a really badass one. So if you can combine this break one, where is it? Right over here, right? And which is weak break, or you can do this one, which does more damage during break in general. But if you combine these two, you can have yourself a medium break and a weak break on two skills, adding more break damage for you, right? And I think that's going to be a big deal in Jeju Island. And then the last one over here does a freeze. That's quite a bit of damage, but you guys can see here when the target is frozen, you do 150% more damage to the frozen target. So without further ado, guys, all right, folks. So I was thinking, like, who the hell do I fight to do this? We're just going to take advantage of our demonic cutie with the booty, Isel, and we're going to do all of our skills on her and see how they all function. All right, so let's go ahead and equip a few of these and start off with that. So we're gonna do let's just go right in order. Okay, we'll start with the first one here, which is going to be surprise attack. So this one will actually do weak break, and you guys will see that whenever she's in break state, you should be able to do 20% more damage. So the goal here is going to actually to be able to do this rune. And then on this side, we'll start with the first one, which is going to be overshadow, which will give me the skill increase by 200% when I equip it. That one's already on, so we're good to go. Now all I got to do here is go back to my skills and make sure that I have the proper break skills intact, which I think I do. I have the there we go, wind skill. And hell, you know what? We're just gonna break quickly. We're gonna do the legendary dark skill, and we're gonna show you guys how this is done. So let's watch the damage. Let's watch the skills in play and see how they all look. I'm hoping I can actually perform them all before she dies. I'm sure I will be able to. So let's go ahead and jump in and start this bad boy off. All right. So first skill up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so here's the first one. You guys saw that break damage right there. We did a little bit of break. Let me restart that again so you guys can see it. I wish I can go slow-mo on this sometimes just to show you guys the skills themselves. So we know a few of these skills will do certain effects. So we're going to start off with collapse, and then we're going to do death after. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump in. Again, shadow step. We'll do wind break first. You guys can see here. Look at the bar, right? Look at this. There it is, 5%. Not bad. Hey, it's something. It's something. All right, here's the next one. And this is actually going to be death if I can pull it off. Let me just see if I can. I don't think I can. Actually, I don't think I got it off that time. Let's see if I can get it this time. All right, we're gonna do this one more time. You guys can see the cooldown is coming up. Here it is. And it's kind of cool because here we go. Here we go. You guys saw that skill, right? That actually looked really cool. I'm not gonna lie. That actually looked really, really badass. Now, you guys can see also there's going to be a cooldown of 10 seconds. So I got to wait a little bit in order to do it again. We will break her, though, this time. And we can actually do the other skill yet again if it pops up. It decided not to pop up this time. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do... There it is. Pretty good damage. Pretty good damage. So that will do 200% more damage every time. Let's go ahead and do this skill again. Here it is. All right, not bad. We get a little bit more damage out of it right now. Okay, gonna perform the other skill again. Let's just let this go by. Here it is. All right, not that. Unfortunately, she performed this silly skill, so I couldn't get it off. But you guys can see it does fairly decent damage. I mean, listen, these elements are pretty cool, and you have to remember she's also weak against wind right now and dark, right? So if I had those elements, we'd be doing more damage, obviously. But I currently don't have those elements. So let's see here. This one. 5.5 million? Not bad, not bad. Okay, 5.5 million. Let's see this one. Again, we have a couple things going on here that are affecting this. Obviously, like shadow step. I didn't get that one off that time. Okay, let's do this again. All right, let's try it again. Got a shadow step in. It's gonna interrupt the other one. Here we go. 3.2. 3.2k. Okay, so 3.2 mil. So, I mean, it's not bad overall. It's extra damage. Let's check out this one. 6.6. Or is that 662k? I have to double check that. So there you guys go. There's a couple skills right there. I mean, listen, these QTEs were barely usable before, right? I mean, at least we're getting a little bit out of them now. So nothing crazy right now with those two skills. Let's see if the other ones make a bigger impact and a bigger splash. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to go ahead and equip the fire one. So this will do fire damage. And this one also actually gives you the skill increase by 15%. The more you equip with the skill, the better. So we're going to see if that actually does improve it. This next one here will actually decrease the target's attack by 40% for 15 seconds. That's going to be big. I actually am curious to see how that goes off. So now we know how both activate. We're going to go ahead and activate them fairly quickly. And let's hope we can perform these ones. Now, the one that gives you 15%, I'll try to stack this because it's infinite a few times. And hopefully we can see the buff, right? So I'm not going to do Shadow Step this time. Let's just go ahead and see the buff and see if this works. Okay, here it is. All right. There's the first one. Do we see the buff anywhere? Do we see it? Do we see it? I don't think I see it, guys. All right, let's try this one now. There's the fire one. Is that the... Oh, I think that's the buff right there. Okay. I think that's the buff. That's the one with the buff. The other one was the attack down, I think. Okay, let's try this again. I have to get used to these because I haven't seen them yet, like in play. Let's do this. Oh, I didn't get it off. Okay, it's okay. Let's do this one again. Should be in break state, so we might not be able to get it off this time. There it is. Yeah, okay, so there you go. The light one is actually the attack down. So you can see she got 40% attack down now. Man, that's making her hit like a fucking wet noodle. Okay, and here's the other one. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait till she gets out of the state first. So we got four crits of that one, I think, so far. I think I wish they just gave us a better example of what the hell these buffs are supposed to look like. There it is. Yeah, 5. There you guys go. So that's now 5 stacks of this attack, okay? Let's just see what it keeps doing in terms of damage. I'm curious. Now, it's interesting that Shadow Step interferes with QTE'S. I wish they kind of allowed us to prioritize which QTE we want to use. There it is again. 3.3 million. The damage on this one's not quite as good as the other ones that we've used. Damn, I don't know if that's expert or not. Might be expert actually that's going off. 4 seconds. You guys can see here, it's actually a pretty long cooldown. So Reawakening would be nice to use on these ones. Let me just double check something, guys. So is the 4? I wonder if the 4 is. Let me check. I'm just gonna basic attacks. Yeah, okay, the 4 is actually the one with number 4 is actually the one we're looking at. Okay, so it's 4 stacks so far. There it is. Attack down again. That one actually did a lot of damage. Okay, so there you guys go. Those are the two. That attack down is actually really nice. In heavy hitting fights, 40% is a lot. So there you guys go. The fire one probably really good against fire units. Unfortunately, she doesn't have fire weakness, so not quite as good. But hell, like I said, the more the better that we get. So not a bad thing. All right, let's do the wind one. This one I'm curious about because she actually is weak against wind. So when the enemy is in the break state, she does 160% more damage. So we're gonna test this one out and see if it actually does that much more. And then we only have one more here. We're gonna do the freeze one. Okay, this one I actually have on my free to play account as legendary. I got it like 2 days ago by luck, and I've been using it. And damage is actually pretty nice. So here, let's go ahead and jump in, and then we just have one more to test out, guys, and then we're finito on this video. And hopefully this gives you guys not necessarily a sense of which ones are good or not, but at least what they look like and how they work. Okay, here we go. Freeze. And now you can do a lot more damage with that one. We're going to do this one now. Woo! Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so I like that the damage, the elemental damage there, obviously, that part's really cool. Okay, we're not going to Shadow Step. We're going to just do this one more time. I want to break her. Oh, actually, you know what? We got to do one more non-break state version of this skill right here. Okay, here. See what the damage is. Oh, she moved. Shit, she moved. Great timing. Hussy. All right, let's get out of this for a sec. Again, just want to see how it works. I want to see the damage before and after. Shit, I think we lost it. Okay, we're gonna have to see before. I'm gonna break her here. Immune to obviously. I hate that about freeze. I hate that mobs can't be hurt or frozen when they're in break state. I hate that. Okay, here we go. Yo, not bad. 1.4 million. 1.4 million. Not bad, not bad. That's 160% more damage in that state. So let's try that again. I'm curious to see. Let's just freeze her here. There you go. 900. Does that one up? I can't see. I can't honestly. It's so hard to tell the numbers so quickly. I gotta pause next time. I'm just gonna pause next time, guys. Here. Okay. Let's see. That was 2.8 million. That was 2.8 million. And then here we'll try this one again. Oh no! Too late. Okay, she's gonna go through her silly state here. Yeah, sorry guys, if some of it's 1 a.m. in the morning right now, so I'm trying to do these things, but I'm like, it's pretty fucking late. So if my numbers are off, you guys can see what the numbers are, I hope, and hopefully some of it makes sense to you guys. I might be saying them wrong, obviously, but hopefully I'm not. All right, here we go. We're not trying to kill her, by the way. I hate that again. I hate that Shadow Step is in the way. Here we go. 2 million. Yeah, 2 million for that one. 2 million for that one. Okay, let's get a Shadow Step out of the way again. Perform this. Does that say 11 million? Wow. Holy jumping. Well, that's crazy. That's really crazy. That was a lot of damage. Now that's because of the frozen. I'm assuming because she was frozen and did that much damage. 11 million is insanity, man. All right, again, we're not trying to kill her. Just want to see that one more time. Okay, no. So that wasn't 11 million. Never mind. That was something else. Whew. Okay, that was probably the skill prior. Whatever the hell I did before that did 11 million. This at 1.5 million. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, why are we doing so much damage with these skills? So that's good to see. At least we're not doing crazy damage. Not as crazy as I thought it was. Again, not trying to kill her, right? So here we go. Here we go. It's hard to tell with all those attacks. It really is hard to tell. I wish they gave us a better indication of how much damage those attacks are doing. But there you guys go. A couple of those effects right there. And then we'll do one more. This is the last one that I have. So we'll try to get this one out of the way. Let's see. I have to do... It's this one, right? Which is compress. So compress, when the final hit lands, the enemy break gauge. Oh, I want to see this one. This is going to be crazy. This one actually decreases the break gauge by 5%. I want to know how often. I mean, it's not that often. We know that already. It's every what, 12, 15 seconds or something like that, right? Maybe more, but I want to see what it looks like. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Get this out of the way. Freezer here, and then we're going to do this skill. Here it is. Yo, I mean, listen, it's a break. It's not great, but hey, it's a break. So there you guys go. We'll do that one more time, actually. I just want to see it one more time in action here. Just let her do her attacks. Yeah. Cool. Good talk. All right, just going to go one more attack here. There it is. Dodge. I just want to see both again. That freeze one, I'm not going to lie to you guys, that freeze one's so satisfying. Here it is again. Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, 5%, you can see how small that is. It's something. You know what I mean? It's something. It's not great. Don't get me wrong. By no means is it like amazing or anything like that. But hey, it's not bad. It's not bad. Look at that. Yo. I mean, like 1 million, 1.4 million is not bad. Not a bad look. No matter any way you flip this or talk about it, it's not bad. This one does 1.16. So, I mean, there you guys go. The QTE'S are fairly cool. I wouldn't say they're like broken by any means. They're not like magnifying slashes or anything like that. But they're cool little additions to skills that don't actually get used very often because they do no damage. But now with a little bit of, you know, proper timing and using them correctly, you guys can actually pull off some extra breaks. Can actually pull off some extra effects. Look at that. It's not bad, man. Why not? Why not take that extra damage and pull off some extra damage? Plus, not to mention, you can freeze enemies now. Look at 3.7 million. That one is actually that ice one, because of that extra 150% is actually super strong. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, again, nothing over the top or crazy, but I think they're super cool. I think they're a great addition to the game. And hell, that's just more for SJW to be lore related and more powerful than everybody else. They're slowly starting to ramp him up to being the Monwar version that he is, the unstoppable man that he is. I mean, he does get stopped a few times, obviously, by certain enemies, specifically some monarchs. But at the end of the day, he does become the most powerful, and we're slowly getting there as the game goes on. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.